UI UX design prototypes are all the rage right now, going viral everywhere, especially on Instagram. Recently, I got a comment on one of my designs asking how to turn this prototype into a website. So in this video, I'll walk you through the process of turning it into an actual website in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So you can host it independently or set it as a part of a real website. You can also paste the code in Wix Studio or any other website builders to add it there and comment which viral UI you want to see me turn into a website next. This is the initial UI design. It has the circle that appears in the same color as the screen and animates to cover up the screen before the next screen shows up. The slide completion scroll bar, which tells us how long the slider is and which slide we are currently on. The background images change with the color change of the screen. The background color changes, of course. The donut image changes. The title and description texts also change. There is also this logo watermark thing which has to stay for each of the slides. And as an extra design challenge, I want to add animated hover interactions for when the user hovers on the Get Started button. We'll start off by creating our files. Exclamation point is the shorthand for HTML boilerplate, and link our style sheet and JavaScript file. In this style sheet, I'm importing the fonts that we're going to be using, and we're resetting the body to have 100% width and 100% height, and everything inside it is center. The main tag is used for the main phone screen. Now we're adding our notification bar in HTML. We'll add the title and description for the slides and some basic styles. We have to create the interactive slider, which tells us which slide we're currently on and rotates around the next and previous slide. We'll add the styles to this and adding an active class so that the active slide can be differentiated. In the JavaScript, we'll set up an item of slide number in the local storage, which is initialized to 0. We are also making a color array which has the different colors for each slide and arrays for titles and descriptions. We'll create an update screen function which takes the argument of the current slide number and it gets the main tag and gives it the background color which matches the current background color with the current slide index from the color array. Next, it gets the title text and the description, and then it sets the currently active slide to have an active class, which is done by the setActive function. Now we'll add an event listener to the main element of the phone screen so that it gets the current slide in the local storage and also initializes a variable for the next slide. Then it updates the screen. We'll add 4 decorative images which are going to be positioned in absolute values. Since each different slide has a different background color and a different flavor of donut, we want to have different decorative images for each slide. We arrange our assets in such a way that the inside of the image folder has 3 different folders according to the slide number of the current slide. Each of these folders have their own decorative images to go on these positions. Inside the JavaScript, we're handling the change when each slide updates to update these decorative images as well. This all happens inside the update screen function. We'll make the HTML container for our donut image. Inside the image container, we have a folder called donut with 3 different donut images. The name of each image corresponds to the current slide number. We'll also add the styles for the donut image. We'll also update the update screen function. We'll add the image with the class of watermark where we want our watermark image to be. We're creating a Get Started button, adding some simple HTML and CSS styles. Finally, we want to add the circle animation every single time the screen is clicked so that every single time we change a slide, the circle covers up the screen in the same color as the slide's current color. We'll add this animation through JavaScript through creating a circle function to create a circle wherever we click. It also has a class of ripple so that we can add the ripple effect animation along with the timeout of 1000 milliseconds and gets removed after that from the main screen. In the ripple class, we have the animation of ripple. The keyframes in the ripple animation at the very end of the circle scaled up to 44 times of its original width and height. The opacity changes to 0. It is still going out of screen, so we will add an overflow hidden. The circle always stays inside of the screen, and that is it.